Hi guys, it's been a while since I did a video. Also, it has taken like more than, so I decided like let me just sit down and do this video for you once and for all. So I'm going to do requirements to come to the Netherlands as an au pair, and then I'm going to tell you how much it costed me total to come to the Netherlands. So let's get right into the video. Also, if you've not liked, subscribe and share. What are you waiting for? Okay, let's get into the video. So for the first requirement is that you have to be 18 years and above, and then 25 years and below. So 18 to 25 years. And some people have been asking me, if I am 25 years old, can I still come to the Netherlands? Yes, you can come to the Netherlands as long as the time that they are processing your papers, you're still 25 years old. So yes, you can still come to the Netherlands. And then you have no kids, because they require a certificate showing that you have no kids, and then you have to be unmarried. Also, this is different from Germany. For Germany, you can be married and still become an au pair. Yeah, so you've never visited Netherlands, or you don't have like a relative living in the Netherlands, and you have a valid passport. So for the passport, it has to be before it expires, it has to have like 6 months before it expires, and then 2 pages that are following each other that has not been stamped. And then you have to know the knowledge of English, even though people in the Netherlands speak a lot of Dutch. Most of them know English, so it is good if you know English, but it depends also with the kids that you're going to take care of. Some kids do not know English, so but it is good if you know English. Most agencies require you to have like B2 before you do your you come to the Netherlands. Then they'll ask for your childcare experience, either one from family, and then another one, it has to be outside family. So most of the time, for other agencies, they'll call, others they'll give you a form where you fill in, where you give your referee to fill in, and then they're going to call them. And then you have good health. You have to have like very, very, very good health, especially mentally and physically. Also, it doesn't mean that if you're sick you can't come to the Netherlands. You can, but I feel as if it is good to tell your family so that they may be able to know what exactly they are dealing with. So those are the au pair requirements in the Netherlands. So I'm going to tell you how much it costed me to come to the Netherlands as an au pair. So for me, the period, I'd already did like a video of how long it took for me to get a host family. Basically, it took me like 5 months of serious searching to come to the Netherlands. So while I was still searching, I applied for my passport, and which took like another 5 months. So like it was you get what I'm trying to say? So for the passport, it costed me around 4,500. 4,500. You apply it on eCitizen. This is for my Kenyan audience. So you apply it on your Kenya on eCitizen, and I think right now it takes like 2 weeks, and then your passport is good to go. And then for the medical test, I did it in Aupair something. If you know it, kindly, I'm gonna look for the name and then I put it there. It was Aupair something. So for the AIDS, it costed me like 500. They have to check your AIDS, and they have to write a report about it, and then for your pregnancy too, and then another general sheet where they ask about if you have ever had smallpox, if you ever had malaria, if you've been vaccinated against polio and stuff like that. So that one costed me 1,500, inclusive of everything, to be stamped. And and then the birth certificate. So for the birth certificate, it's quite the hassle, because for one, you have to authenticate your birth certificate in Has Plaza. Has Plaza is in Aupair, so you have to go to Aupair. I think they'll tell you if you're born in Nairobi, it will be authenticated in Has Plaza, but I think I was not born in Nairobi, but I got to authenticate my birth certificate in As Plaza, but you have to remove something. I did not remove anything. All this, just I did not bribe, I did not do anything. It was God's grace. So yeah, it was God's grace. So you have to go to As Plaza, or if you're born outside Nairobi, you'll go to Bishop Square. I don't know where Bishop Square is. That is what we were being told. If you're not born in Nairobi, you go to Bishop Square. If you're born in Nairobi, you go to As Plaza, and then As Plaza, they have to take your records from I don't know where, which will cost you like 200. You can pay through eCitizen. They'll ask you to pay through eCitizen, and then after you paying through eCitizen, you have to take that certificate again. They have to verify if it is the correct verification, so you have to pay again and authenticate it through eCitizen. I know it's quite confusing, but yeah, that is what you have to do. So for the first one you have to pay like 250, then another one you have to pay around another 450, which costed me around 700 Kenyan shillings. And then for good conduct also, this one I don't know how long it takes. Mine took 1 month. Oh, can I tell you like also the period it took for me to get them? Okay, for the medical test it was like immediately. That is how I got it. And then for the birth certificate also it took it was immediately. That one I won't lie, my birth certificate was like immediately, but for it to be authenticated in the eCitizen, because it is first authentication and then another authentication, I don't know. Oh, it is to legalize and then to authenticate. So to legalize it was immediately, and then you have to take that certificate, the letter that they give you plus your birth certificate, you upload it into your eCitizen, which took 1 week for it to come. And then good conduct, it took me 1 month, which I was able to pay 1050. Yeah, for the for the good conduct also they wanted me to like remove something, but I did not. I did not remove anything at all. One, I was trusting God through all this process. So I said I won't bribe anyone, so I'm going to go with the hand of God. So I just told my agent to write for me certificate of urgency to show that my good conduct is urgent. So after a month I went to Posta, I don't know how to call it, that place Huduma Center in Posta. I think I got it right. Yeah, whatever. So in Posta, if I say Posta, most people who live in Nairobi know what I'm saying. So I went there and they told me that I have to go to Kiambu Road, to where the DCI headquarters are. So the next day I went to DCI headquarters with the certificate, with the letter that I had from my agent, and they told me to take a photocopy, and then I take it to another office huko ndani. So I gave them, and then after a week my good conduct was out. So basically when all this happens, with everything that you have to verify through good conduct, you have to put it how do you call it, you have to put it in you'll receive a message or a notification that your certificate is ready for it to be downloaded. So you'll just download it from eCitizen, and then yeah, that is how much it costed me. So certificate of being single was about 4,500. The lawyer that I found took like 3,500. Make sure it has a red seal to verify that the lawyer is from recognized by the Kenyan government. So it was like 4,500 everything, because also the certificate has to be authenticated. Yeah, so the certificate has to be authenticated, and it took like another 500. So basically, give or take, it was like 4,500, everything inclusive. So that is how much I used. So things like agency fees, not all agencies like require you to pay any amount, and the most amount you can pay is 34 euros, which if I calculate should be like 5,000 Kenyan shillings. That is the total that you should pay to the agencies. But agencies that recruit from Kenya, I've not had them taking money. but from South Africa, yes, they do take money. And then they'll ask you to sign some forms like TB test, that when you get here you're going to undergo a TB test. But this TB test, you have to do it twice, but all this time your host is the one who will pay. So I know the cherry on the juice, so about my visa, who paid for my visa and who paid for my flight. So for my visa, if you come to the Netherlands, it is a requirement that you come through an agency. So for you to come through an agency, it means it has to be recognized by IND. Also, if you want me to do a video on the agencies that are recognized here in the Netherlands, comment down below, and I'll do all the agencies and where they take au pairs from. Yeah, is that good? Yeah. So for the agency fee, I do not pay anything, and the visa, the family has to pay for it. And then for the flights, my hosts were kind enough to pay for it. Most host family do like 50-50. Yeah, they do like 50-50, so they pay maybe for your coming trip, and then when you go back, you're the one who has to cater for your own flight. Or if let's say for example the flight is like 50,000 Kenyan shillings, they have to pay 25,000, and then you have to come up with the rest of the 25,000. So so give or take, how much it costed me to come to the Netherlands was like 13,000. Yeah, I know, right? Like everything costed me like 13,000. Yeah, so that is how much it costed me. And tell me, do you like this type of content? And if you need more information on the au pair program in the Netherlands, let me know. If you have any questions, I'm here for you guys. So comment down below, and we can have a conversation about it. Yeah. Okay, see you in the next video. Help me reach 800, guys, please. Help me get to 800 subscribers, please. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.